Hi everyone, me again, welcome back to xameliax. So today I kind of wanted to do a different little video for you, not a haul video or a favourites video or a beauty tutorial or anything like that. Today I just kind of wanted to sit down and have a chat about 2013 and kind of recap my year. I feel like it's an appropriate thing to do at this time of year, and also because 2013 for me was one of the best years of my life ever so far. So I kind of wanted to share with you all the amazing stuff that I did, and also share with you a little tip that I have to keep me happy and keep me focused, maybe on the days where I'm not feeling so good, or if the sky's a little bit grey, or if things haven't gone my way. Just a really simple tip that anybody can do that kind of helps keep you happy and jolly. So if chatty kind of catch-up videos aren't your thing, then no problem. Watch one of my other videos instead, and I'll see you next time. But if you want to listen to what I did in 2013 and find out a little tip for staying happy, then keep watching. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm kind of like sat back today on my lovely custom made Paul Smith cushions, with some fairy lights and a cup of tea and a nice snuggly jumper on. But I just wanted to sit and chat with you and tell you about my year 2013, because it really was one of the best years of my life. I had a really rubbish 2012. Literally everything that could go wrong for me went wrong for me. I broke up with my long-term boyfriend, I had to move back in with my parents, I lost my job, I crashed my car, I got a really awful stomach bug that left me unable to eat dairy. Everything that could have gone wrong just went wrong. So I remember on New Year's Eve 2012 just thinking that was a really rubbish year, and mentally drawing a line under 2012, and on the first day of 2013 really thinking, right, I'm going to take this year for myself, because I hadn't been single for about 6 years, so it was quite a daunting process, but I thought but I needed that time. I think I really needed that time to find myself, because I think when you're part of a two for so long, you do kind of get a little bit lost along the way. So I thought, right, I'm going to make this year awesome, and I'm going to say yes to loads of things, and I'm just going to push myself to the limit and see what happens. And it really paid off. So what I did at the start of 2013, I will show you on my fancy new iPad, which I'm charging at the moment. What I did was I created what I like to call my happy list for 2013, and I wrote down everything that made me happy, that I did, that was maybe something new, or just even if whether it's little or big, it doesn't really matter. But I wrote down all the things that I'd done in that year. So if I was ever feeling a little bit down or a little bit lost or a little bit lonely, I could look at this list and think, hey, I've done a lot of awesome things. Oh, do you remember when we did that? That was so cool. And I also put down the things that I was going to do and things that I was looking forward to do. And I think it's a really good idea. I just kind of had it on my phone, and I could just add to it whenever I wanted to, and it was just a really useful tool for me if I was feeling a little bit sad. So I'm going to read through what was on my list for 2012, and this is pretty much the main things that I did during my year. So the first one on there, funnily enough, is that I started my YouTube channel. Now, I actually started my YouTube channel probably in 2012, but I didn't properly get into it until the start of 2013. If you look through my archives, cringe, and maybe watch some of my earlier videos, you'll really see a difference in me and in my setup, in the quality of the videos, everything from the first video I did to now. And I kind of class January last year, so January 2013, as the year where I really sort of started to push my YouTube channel and really get involved with it. So that is a major thing that I did, and one of the things that I'm most proud of for 2013 as a whole. So we started off well. I took part in the triathlon last year and personally raised over £100 for cancer research. So if you're not aware, the triathlon is where you don't drink throughout the whole of January, and people pay you for it. Cancer Research do it. It's a really well branded, well marketed charity event, and I did it for my best friend, and it was just wonderful. And all together, everybody that did it in our little team, we raised thousands of pounds. But personally, I raised over 100, which is good. And you can tell that I like a drink, because people were actually paying me and thinking, oh God, yeah, we're doing really well. You haven't had a drink for 2 weeks. What? But yeah, so I was really pleased and proud of that. So anybody that's doing the triathlon this year, way to go you, keep it up. I met up with another blogger online. I would have never done that a year ago. Well, I would have done a year ago because I did, but I was absolutely petrified when I did it. But yeah, I met up with other bloggers and really threw myself in there. I took Beth with me because I was a little bit nervous and a little bit shy, but because meeting new people for me used to be quite daunting. Now I'm all over it. I'm like, yeah, I'll meet with so and so, or at work I'll be like, yeah, I'll go to that meeting and meet all these people that I've never met before, because I've really just last year just really helped my confidence. So yeah, that's an important thing for me, because I was really nervous before about doing that, so that's the big thing. I made friends at my new office, and by making friends I mean people that I actually see outside of the office, who I still see today, and class as really close friends, so that was lovely. I don't have many friends. Oh, violins, oh, sad times. No, I mean, I'm not one of those people that has a million different friends and knows everybody and blah blah. I have very small number of people that I'm friends with, but they are really close and really important to me. So it's making new friends that are kind of long-term friends is a big thing for me. So yeah, that's on my list. I learned to crochet and knit. Not very good at knitting still, but I'm whiz with a crochet hook now, so I learned a new skill, so thank you very much to the lovely Beth for teaching me that. And I started kickboxing, which has been one of the best things I think I've done in a long time, because I'm still doing it now. I have my first belt, I'm going for my second belt in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've lost nearly 2 stone in the time that I was doing it, and yeah, absolutely love it. Found a new hobby, found a new lifestyle really. I've really kind of become very active and healthy, and that's a good thing. Oh, I won Matalan's guest blogger competition. You guys will probably know because a lot of you will have voted for me, so thank you so much. I nearly forgot that was last year, it seems so long ago. But I won their blogger competition, and I judged ladies' fashion day at Ladies' Day at the Aintree races, and that was amazing. I got to meet everybody from Closer magazine and Jeff Brazier as well. And yeah, it was a wonderful, surreal but wonderful day, so thank you everybody that voted for me. I met Loudon Wainwright III, 10 points to Gryffindor if you know who that is, but he's one of my favourite kind of folk singers. He's an old guy, but I met him and I got his autograph. I was meant to be going to the gig with my mum and dad, but my nan got quite poorly, so dad couldn't go, which is a real shame because dad is like his #1 fan. So I met him, I waited for him after the gig, and he was signing things, so I bought my dad his CD and got him to sign it to my dad because he couldn't be there. I gave blood for the very first time, and I was petrified. I was really scared. I've always wanted to give blood. I'm not afraid of needles or blood or anything like that, but I'm a fainter. So I was really scared. And do you know what? I don't know what I was scared about. I took Beth along with me, again for moral support and to hold my hand and to pick me up off the floor if I did pass out, but I didn't. It was absolutely fine, it didn't hurt, I didn't pass out, I got a chocolate biscuit and a cup of tea at the end, and it was one of the best things I think I've ever done. Yeah, I was so happy with that, and I felt really proud after I'd done it, because to a regular blood giver, it probably doesn't really seem like a big deal nowadays because you've done it so many times, but you know what, it is a bloody big deal, excuse the pun, but it is a really big deal, because you're saving somebody's life. You're giving a pint of your blood to a complete stranger, and that's a damn awesome thing to do. So everybody else who gives blood, leave me a comment below, because well done you. I saw The Lion King on stage in the West End. Beth and I went to go and watch it. We went down to London for the weekend. It was amazing. I did a vlog actually, so I will pop a little link here if you want to watch that. It's quite a cool little vlog. I'm quite proud of it. I like it. But we went down to London, saw The Lion King on stage. It was amazing. The costumes are out of this world. So good. And also on that weekend, I've actually written it down like this: went to London Zoo and fed a llama. Yes, I fed a llama, ladies and gentlemen, and that actually went down as one of my highlights of 2013. But you will see me feeding said llama in the vlog if you'd like to watch it. But yeah, that was such an amazing weekend. We went down, we had a great time. I got proposed to on the tube by an Irishman. It was just a really bizarre, awesome weekend. Just one of those weekends where you know it's going to be good because you're going to see a West End show and you're going out for dinner and you're going to the zoo and all that kind of stuff, but then it just turns out to be so awesome. You just you couldn't even predict some of the stuff that happened, and that was just a really happy, summery weekend for me. I became an RSPCA volunteer. So I volunteer for the RSPCA at the weekends, and I help look after all the little doggies and take them for walks and keep them happy until they find a new home. I really wanted to give something back to charity and the community this year, so I picked the RSPCA because I love animals, and unfortunately I can't have a dog of my own because I live with my parents and my dad's allergic to fur, or so he says. So this is kind of a way for me to get my doggy fix. I went on a date. That is a big thing for me because, like I said, I hadn't been single for about 6 years. And I don't think I'd ever actually been on a proper date, because everybody I'd been out with or dated, courted if you will, I'd known before. They were kind of like friends or a friend of a friend, so I'd never actually been on a date with somebody that I didn't properly know, so that was a really big thing. And again, from the anxiety point of view, meeting new people and driving to places on my own and all that kind of rubbish, it was a big thing, and I ended up going on quite a few dates. Probably, I think I dated about 4 or 5 people before I found my current boyfriend, who we'll get to in a moment. I saw Mumford & Sons live at my first festival. It wasn't really a festival, it was a day festival. They had their summer stampede and somebody bought me tickets to that for my birthday. Was it 2013? Can't remember if it was my birthday 2013 or my birthday 2012. I assume 2013. God, I can't remember. They all just merge into one now. I'm getting old. No, but someone bought me tickets and it was amazing. I had obviously been to gigs and I absolutely love gigs, and I love Mumford & Sons. They're one of my favourite bands ever. But I'd never really been to a festival or been in the festival kind of environment. So I went down to London. It was an all-day affair and it was scorching hot. I ended up getting really badly sunburnt on our backs. Don't do that, kids. I'll leave a blog post actually down below. I think I did want to put some pictures up on there. It was a good weekend. So yeah, my first festival experience. I was shortlisted for the Cosmopolitan Blog Awards, yay! And that's another one that is thanks to you. I couldn't believe it because I only started my YouTube in January, and in the same year I got nominated for a Cosmopolitan Blog Award. Incredible, so thank you guys for that. That was amazing. And to be fair, I have got further down on my list, went to the Cosmo Blog Awards further down, but to be perfectly honest, even just being nominated was amazing enough. So thank you everybody who did that. That was just thank you. I ate zebra. I went down to London and I ate at Don Le Noir, which is this awesome restaurant where you eat completely in the dark. If you haven't heard of it, research it, it's amazing. You don't know what you're going to eat. They give you 4 menus to kind of choose from, which doesn't tell you what's on there, it just says whether it's fish, meat, vegetarian or chef surprise, which is something that you may never eaten before. So obviously I went for that one. I'm a huge foodie, and I ended up eating zebra, which I had never eaten before, and it was really tasty and it was such an incredible experience. That definitely went down on there for me. Oh, I started dating Joe, my lovely boyfriend. You'll have seen him in the Christmas beer tasting video or my Alton Towers video when we went to Scarefest. He's been in various ones, I'm sure he'll be in others, but he's a lovely boy and I won't go into any more because it'll give him a giant head to go with his giant beard. I went clay pigeon shooting. I'd never done this before. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I just kind of I tagged along for the day with the boyfriend and his parents for his dad's birthday, and I wasn't meant to be shooting, but they let me shoot a couple of rounds. And it's not actual pigeons, by the way, guys. It is just a flying disc. But yeah, I had so much fun. I was actually really quite good. So I definitely want to try that again. Went to Scarefest, obviously. See vlog here. Had a wonderful time. I love Alton Towers, and it's a really nice time because I get to meet up with friends that I don't often see. Well, one of them I do because I kickbox with him, but I don't often get to see Stacey, so it's really nice to meet up with everybody and go on all the awesome roller coasters. I went to the Harry Potter studios. Oh my goodness. I feel like I've missed out quite a big thing here. I guess because it shouldn't really be on my happy list, but in 2013 I was in hospital. I got a really bad infection, and I was in hospital for the first time ever. Touch wood. I don't know why I'm touching wood because it didn't change the fact that... No. Oh, but I was in hospital for the first time ever, and it was a little bit scary, but I was okay. And when I came out, the boyfriend surprised me with 2 tickets to the Harry Potter studios to cheer me up, and boy did it cheer me up. So I went to the Harry Potter studios in London 10, or in Watford 10, and it was amazing. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so it was so good. If you are a Harry Potter fan and you haven't yet been, get your bum down to the studios because it's amazing. I did a photo shoot with John Smedley Knitwear, which was huge. Moat House Eyes, those wooden sunglasses that I often rave about, I love them, and they invited me to come along to model for them in a photo shoot collaboration that they were doing with John Smedley Knitwear. Again, I've done a blog post, check that out. It was such a cool day. I was really nervous. It's one thing being in front of the camera, on your bed, on your own, talking, blabbering away, but when you've got like a room full of people who are all photographing you, really scary. But that was such a good day. I gave blood all on my own, so I gave blood twice this year, and the second time I went all on my own, and I was really brave. Again, didn't feel a thing, didn't faint. It was wonderful. So countdown to the next time I can give blood, and I'm going to try and drag the boy with me this time as well. I filmed a video with Babyliss. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here before. I have mentioned it on my blog. Again, I'll link a blog post below. But I filmed a two Get the Look videos with Babyliss for their YouTube channel, which will be airing within the next couple of weeks. It's going to be scary. I don't know what it's going to look like. But I went down to London, or they brought me down to London, and I was in a studio, a proper studio with proper cameras and proper lights, and a real life makeup artist and hair stylist, that's what I'm looking for, Adam Reed, and it was, again, really surreal. It's kind of a bit like when they contact you, you're like, are you sure you've got the right person? But if it wasn't for you guys watching my videos, I wouldn't get to do such amazing things like that. So I will make sure that I link you to the videos when they are up. I'm excited to see them, nervous to see them, because I'm pretty sure I was stiff as a board. I wasn't as relaxed as I am talking to you guys like this one-to-one. So it'll be interesting to see what I look like and what I act like on those videos. But that was a huge opportunity. So thank you very much, guys, because again, it's you watching my videos and liking them and sharing them that I get to do things like that. So thank you. I went to the Cosmo Blog Awards, didn't win. I was in Tanya Burr's category, so the lovely Tanya Burr won, obviously. It's kind of like her 3 million subscribers versus my 5,500. But yeah, so I had an amazing time. I got to meet up with all my favourite nail bloggers. We kind of grouped together and went as a team, and I'm going to be doing some nail art with them in the next few weeks, which is exciting. But it was such a great night. Free drinks, free food, photo booth, the lot. I will link my post below. So good. And again, thank you so much everybody for voting for me. It was such an honour to be there. So thank you. That's all. Oh, you've done a lot for me this year. Thank you very much. And finally, I had probably one of the nicest Christmases and New Year's I've ever had. I will pop a link below again to my Christmas and my New Year blog post. There are loads of amazing lifestyle kind of photos there if you want to see what I got up to. But I had some lovely presents. I spent some real quality time with the boy and family, and it was wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better end to the best year of my life. So that is it. That is the recap of 2013. If anybody is out there, leave me a comment below, let me know you got to this stage. But I've had fun. I feel like I've got a lot off my chest, so thank you. But a happy list, that is a fantastic way for you to keep track of what's going on, and also keep in mind just how lucky and how fortunate you are, or you have been, or that you are going to be. I think it's a brilliant way just to kind of keep your own sanity, and you can write it down in an actual book with an actual pen and paper, or you can put it on your phone or your iPad or whatever. But I just think it's a really nice thing to do, and it's nice to be able to look back as well, because half of those things I'd probably forgotten that I'd done, and unless somebody said, oh, do you remember when we went clay pigeon shooting? I'd be like, oh yeah, I did that, I forgot about that. But I just think it's a really nice thing to do. So I have already started my 2014 happy list. I've got it on my phone. I'm not sure if I've got anything on there at the moment. I started a new job, so I put that on my happy list there, and then I've put some things on there that are still to come, like birthdays and going to see Willy Wonka the musical and all things like that. So that is my happy list 2014 evidence. It's already started. I love it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I realise this is probably going to be the longest video I think I've ever done, and it's going to be really rambly and you're going to be falling asleep, but I just kind of wanted to make it. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I doubt that you'd be watching this if you haven't already subscribed, because like I said, you'd probably be in a coma right now. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye! Just to finish them off, just draw some extra little branches that come out from the side of your snowflake arms, I guess, and that is actually it. That's all we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing that design on my middle finger and on my thumb as well, and then on our ring finger we're going to be drawing 2 little snowflakes. So next I'm using a giant barrel brush from Macadamia Hair. I'll pop a link to all these products and all the brushes and everything that I've used in the info bar below if you are interested. But this is fantastic, again, for creating that volume just at the roots, and it's really easy to use, and the bristles are natural, so that they're really kind to your hair. So I just always start by drying off my fringe or my bangs, however you want to say it, and